Hi everybody, I'm Ben. I am so excited to be here with my friend Andy, who is the owner of A to Wayne NextDoor Photos, and is taking photos of houses here in Jackson. We're here to talk about how the professional photography industry and the real estate industry collide. So Andy, I have a few questions for you. First, I wondered, why is professional photography important? Is it valuable for houses that are smaller houses, are a lot like other houses, or is it just valuable for the bigger, like $500,000, $800,000 houses?
Yeah, no, that's a good question, Ben. We get that quite often from real estate agents that maybe you just want to use professional photos for just their high-end listings, but the truth is it's important for all listings.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a real estate agent, how do you tell your seller of your $700,000 house, yep, this house is perfect for photos, but maybe a lesser house, sorry, Mr. Owner, you can't get professional photos. So the answer is it's important for all photos, or for all homes. Most, if not all, buyers start their process online.
Yeah.
And they're quickly flipping through Zillow, Trulia, and the first thing they see is the front photo.
Yeah.
And if they like the photo, they like the look of the house, they click on it and they go through the interior. If those interior photos are bad, it can turn off, a potential buyer in a hurry. Whereas the professional photos just showcases the house, bright, beautiful pictures, and the idea is to at least get that potential buyer to the house for a showing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you've seen that when you have higher quality pictures, higher quality photos, professional photos, that it brings buyers in, whereas for a house that they might have just liked, not loved, they might have passed it by.
Correct.
Yeah. So if I am a realtor and I took a few pictures when I was in high school, and my wife actually has a pretty nice DSLR camera. So could I go into a listing, potential future listing, and go with my camera, set up my tripod, and take all the photos that you would take and have the same result?
Not likely.
Okay.
So what we do in our process, and a lot of professional photographers that work with real estate, is we blend photos.
Okay.
So very often people are taking 3 to 5 exposures in a given setting, and then they're blending the photos together.
Okay.
Whether it's a picture clear window that you're pulling the outside, and then you're taking multiple exposures with flash on the inside to get the light feel to it. And even if you could do that and you edited, how much time would that take you?
Right.
And what is your time worth as a real estate agent out there selling?
Yeah, absolutely. So blending photos, that's something I've never done before, and I know that I would have to completely relearn the process, and it would probably be worse for my clients if I was the one behind the camera.
Right.
Because I don't see rooms the same way you do. I see a room as a realtor, you see it as a photographer, yeah?
Yes, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's definitely different angles and different looks that you have to showcase houses. We train all of our photographers the same format. So it doesn't matter if it's me, it doesn't matter if it's, photographer number 7 down the road. We're all going to take the pictures the same way,
Right.
which is super helpful.
Yeah.
Also, our availability is pretty quick. So let's just say you go to a listing appointment and you need a photographer there in 2 hours. You don't have all your equipment.
Right.
And the listing client is ready to get on the market right now.
Yeah.
We can be there very often in just a couple hours, and all media, whether it's videos, floor plans, photos, they're all delivered the next day.
Awesome. Wow, that's incredible. So what we've heard is professional photography changes a ton. It makes a house look better online, which is where almost all home shoppers start their search. I'd love to say that they start with a real estate agent like myself, but the reality is when you don't know if you're interested in buying, you don't want to reach out to a professional quite yet, so you look online. And if you're a person who's listing your house, you want to be one of those houses that captures the attention of those who are interested in buying. So before we sign off for the day, I want to say what happened with my listing over on the east side of Jackson just a few weeks ago. The listing went on the market, and I had 10 showings in the first 3 days, and I had 4 offers by the end of the week. It went on a Tuesday. I had 4 offers by that Friday, and was just blown away. Myself and the sellers alike were just blown away by the performance. And the house was gorgeous. It was a really cute house, but the photos were so engaging online that when I shared them on my social media, when I shared them on my website, that people were just flooding in. I had people who were like, I'm not even interested in shopping yet, who decided I want to start looking at this house. I'm even going to call a lender and get pre-qualified because this house is so incredible. And I know that if I took the photos by myself, and instead of having Andy come and take the photos for that house, that it would not have gotten nearly the level of engagement. It wouldn't have done the house justice. Even though it was a house that was worth less than $100,000, it was still a gorgeous house that needed to be showcased in its best light.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So professional photography makes a huge difference. I hope that when you decide to list your house, you go with an agent who uses professional photos, professional photographer just like Andy.